Hey, we need some straight talk on mortgage rates because things are happening fast. Let me say with the important part first. It's time to forget about 2-year, 3-year, 4-year fixed rates. Just put them out of your mind. All right. Look, the rates are going to come down quick. Like it's already happening. The variable, which is governed by the Bank of Canada's rate moves, is certain to drop. Look, this Bank of Canada thing is just a certainty at this point. Why do I say that? I say it because the economy in Ontario and some of the other provinces are feeling it a bit too, but the economy in Ontario is going into the crapper. That's 38% of the Canadian population. And like I'm talking severe unemployment. We're already up to 8% in Toronto. So we got 6.6% unemployment in Canada, 8% in Toronto. That's going higher because construction is just in a bad state in Ontario. It's going to get worse. So that's a lot of jobs. It's sort of been the engine of job creation for the last 15 years in Ontario, and it is going to hit a wall. So the bank knows this. The Bank of Canada knows this. The Bank of Canada governor knows this. And here's the deal. He is the decider. Like, you can talk about talking to his committees and making decisions and all this stuff. He can go on and on and on about it as much as he wants. He is the decider. And he is on a mission to get these rates down because he knows how bad it's going to get. He also knows that inflation is going to drop because every time he reduces rates, he impacts inflation downward. Yeah. Mortgage interest payments are a huge chunk of inflation today in terms of the upward movement. So if it starts to go down, if renewals are no longer as severe an increase as they were, and if HELOC rates, that is the payment on home equity lines of credit, goes down, then that means inflation comes down. It's just that simple. So we will see continuous Bank of Canada next October cut. We'll see a December cut. We'll see more cuts. I saw 2 senior economists late this week predict that the Bank of Canada, if the economy worsens substantially, unemployment grows substantially, Bank of Canada could go all the way to 2%, not 3%, not 2.5, not 2.75, all the way down to 2. Like, this is my certain belief. We will have a radically reduced prime rate in Canada because the banks match move for move with the Bank of Canada. The commercial banks match. It's going to be a lot less. So that means consider the variable rate today. You must consider the variable rate. So why is 3-year fixed dumb? Okay. And by the way, I'm seeing 3-year fixed in the low 4s now. Low 4s, not just mid 4s, low 4s. So why am I saying it's dumb? This is the reason. When you take a fixed rate, you're trying to achieve a degree of protection from increase. So the reason traditionally we always took a 5-year was that's the most reasonable time frame and the best protection. Like, that was the lowest rate. Like, 4-year was not much better a deal. 5-year was always the sweet spot of rates. Now, when rates went through the roof, it didn't make any sense to take a 5-year at 6.3. That would be absolutely stupid. So people took a 3-year in anticipation of the rates coming down. Well, guess what? Next summer, the rates are down. Like, we will see a lot of sub 4% rates in the 5-year next month. We're going to see 3.99 in October. Facts. Going to happen. So why not take a 5-year run? All right. That's fine. But why we took a 3-year? Let's go back to that. Why do we take a 3-year? Because we knew the rates were coming down. And if they were coming down and we wanted the protection of a fixed rate, the variable, we didn't know what was going to happen in 2021 and 2022. We didn't know 2023 even. We weren't sure when the downward slope was going to start. Take a 3-year. Made sense. Doesn't make any sense anymore. You've got 2 choices. You ride the certainty of rate reduction with variable, or when 5-year hits 3.99, Take a 5-year. Because it's about protection. Guess what? 2.49 rates aren't coming back. They're not coming back. Okay, we're not going to see that next year. Not going to see that the following year. Now, follow this logic. Rates keep coming down. We might see 3.69 5-year. We might see 3.79. We're going to see low. We're going to see mid to high 5-year rates soon, and potentially lower next year. Eventually, it'll stop. It may even stop reducing on the 5-year side prior to the variable rate finding its bottom. That's possible. That is in all likelihood what is going to happen. But hear me out. That's why taking a free 3-year today, a 3-year, a 4-year, a 2-year today is dumb, because we know the point in the future when we hit rock bottom is visible. It's sometime in the next 12 to 11 months. So why would you take a 2-year? Why would you take a 3-year? Makes no sense. Your choices become, as 5-year drifts down into the 3s, your choice is, let me protect myself for the next 5 years. Let me be sure of my payment. Let me be immune to any kind of wild economic gyration. Let me pick safety as long as it's in the 3% range. So that is a valid choice. But otherwise, for those who think I want to actually take a shot at market timing, I know everybody says, don't time the market. Well, some things can be obvious. Occasionally things are obvious, and this just may be one of those times. So taking a variable rate on the way down today, your renewal's up today, your new home purchases today, you want to have that variable on the way down and be in a perfect position to lock into a fixed sometime in the summer. A 5-year fixed. Remember, protection means 5 years. Guarantee means 5 years. Certainty means 5 years. And the beauty of variable is today, only today, that we know exactly where it's going. I know. Want to argue? You can. But on this one, I know I'm right.